Brain.exe initializing. Loading consciousness module. Syncing neural networks. Status: 86 billion processing units online. Right now, as you read this sentence, you're operating the most powerful supercomputer in the known universe. That soft 3-pound blob sitting inside your skull? It's not just thinking, it's computing at a scale that makes every tech giant look like they're playing with calculators. 86 billion neurons. Let that number sink in for a moment. If each neuron were a person, you'd have more brain cells than there are humans who have ever existed on Earth. But here's where it gets insane. Each of those neurons connects to thousands of others, creating a network of 100 trillion synapses. That's more connections than there are stars in 1,000 galaxies. Google's largest data centers, they run on maybe a few million processors. IBM's Summit supercomputer, one of the most powerful machines ever built, has 2.4 million cores. Your brain laughs at those numbers. You're walking around with a biological supercomputer that runs 86 billion parallel processors simultaneously, and it fits perfectly inside your head. But raw numbers are just the beginning. Let's talk about processing power. Every second, your brain performs roughly 1 quintillion calculations. That's a 1 followed by 18 zeros. To put this in perspective, if you tried to simulate just 1 second of brain activity on the world's most powerful supercomputer, it would take 40 minutes of full computational power. Your brain does it effortlessly while you're deciding what to have for lunch. The energy efficiency is where things get truly mind-bending. Your entire brain runs on about 20 watts, roughly the same power as a dim light bulb. Meanwhile, that IBM supercomputer I mentioned, it needs 13 megawatts. That's enough electricity to power 10,000 homes, yet your brain outperforms it in virtually every meaningful task, while sipping power like a smartphone on airplane mode. Think about what's happening right now as you process these words. Light bounces off this screen, hits your retina, and gets converted into electrical signals. Those signals travel through your optic nerve at 120 meters per second, faster than a Formula One car. Your visual cortex receives this data and instantly cross-references it with your language centers, memory banks, and comprehension networks. You're not just seeing letters, you're decoding meaning, forming mental images, maybe even having emotional reactions. All of this happens in milliseconds, completely automatically. But your brain isn't just fast, it's impossibly versatile. The same neural networks that help you recognize faces can learn to play chess, compose music, solve calculus problems, or navigate through a crowded street. No computer on Earth can match this flexibility. AI systems need to be specifically trained for individual tasks. Your brain learns everything from walking to quantum physics using the same underlying architecture. Memory storage? We're talking about a system that can hold the equivalent of 2.5 petabytes of data. That's roughly 3 million hours of video. Your brain stores every face you've ever seen, every song you've heard, every emotion you've felt, and somehow manages to retrieve the right memory at exactly the right moment. Try asking Siri to remember how your grandmother's kitchen smelled when you were 7 years old. The communication protocol is beyond anything we've engineered. Neurons don't use fiber optic cables. They use electrochemical signals that travel through a biological network more complex than the entire internet. When you decide to move your hand, that intention cascades through your motor cortex, down your spinal cord, and out to specific muscle fibers in milliseconds. No lag, no dropped packets, no system crashes. Here's what blows my mind. Your brain is constantly rewriting itself. Every experience, every new piece of information, every memory physically changes your neural connections. It's like having a computer that redesigns its own circuitry in real time to become better at whatever you're learning. Silicon chips are static. Your brain is dynamic, adaptive, evolving with every thought, and it never stops. While you sleep, your brain doesn't shut down. It shifts into maintenance mode. It consolidates memories, clears metabolic waste, and optimizes neural pathways. It's performing system maintenance while simultaneously monitoring your breathing, heart rate, and dreams. No computer multitasks like this. The pattern recognition capabilities are supernatural. You can recognize a friend's face in a crowd of thousands, identify a song from 3 notes, or sense danger from subtle changes in body language. These are computations that would require massive machine learning algorithms and enormous processing power. Your brain does it intuitively, instantly, effortlessly. But perhaps the most incredible thing about your brain is that it's reading this sentence right now, understanding it, maybe even questioning it, while simultaneously keeping you alive, processing sensory input, maintaining your balance, and running hundreds of background processes you're not even aware of. You're not just carrying around a supercomputer, you are a supercomputer. Every thought, every decision, every creative spark is the result of the most sophisticated computational system in the universe, firing in perfect synchronization. So the next time someone tells you that artificial intelligence is going to replace human thinking, remind them, we're still trying to build machines that can match what evolution created in your skull. And frankly, we're not even close. Your brain, 86 billion processors, 100 trillion connections, running on the power of a light bulb, and it's been working flawlessly since before you could walk. Handle with care, because this is the one computer you definitely can't replace.